What's happening? What's popping, everybody? Today we got our Week 8 match versus Gypsy King, and I know a lot of you guys were actually looking forward for this match because Gypsy King was last season's NPL champion and he went undefeated. And currently, right now, I'm the undefeated team of the NPL, so there's a little bit of comparisons there. And also, me and Gypsy are really good friends as we've been friends for like over the past year now, and we've been in some leagues, but it's been quite a while since the last time we were in a league match, probably like 6 months ago. So this is going to be a good refresher on that. It's a serious but kind of not serious match as both of us are almost pretty much locked in the playoffs for the most part. And if one of us wins or loses, it's not anything other than just maybe seeding. I guess the importance of seeding is there, but for the most part, it's still not a playoff game, so it's not the best of the best. As I only bring that in relevance because I know that Gypsy King, he doesn't have a normal type on his normal type resist on his roster, and he recently traded his Empoleon away. So I was ecstatic to know that I can take advantage of that, and I don't have the absolute best team that I can bring versus him because I can potentially face him in the finals. That is somewhat likely to happen. But what I can do is pretty much abuse the fact that he doesn't have a normal resist and still bring somewhat viable sets. I mean, I still think the team concept is really good, which is normal spam. So going over my team real quick, because I do not have a team builder, I have Trick Room, Stealth Rocks, Custat Berry, Registeel, and Choice Banded Savali Normal, and Choice Banded Snorlax. So essentially what I plan on doing is getting up rocks with Registeel, and if he leads off with his something like Infernape, so looking at his team logically, is either going to be Infernape or Dugtrio as his stealth rocker, as he doesn't have any other rocker. And Dugtrio, he only would be focus sash rocks if he did have stealth rocks, so I got to keep that in mind. But if he doesn't lead pretty much Dugtrio, then he's obviously going to be Stealth Rocks on Infernape, which is the more likely bring because he has brought Infernape with Stealth Rocks in the past, and that's a little bit better Stealth Rocker than Dugtrio. So, yeah, plan on leading off with the Registeel, exploding, going out into a Trick Room on, and going from there, as Trick Room is pretty offensive in the sense of setting up the Trick Room and going from there. So yeah, so anyways, let's just go with the game plan, as once again we just trade off rocks for rocks. If he went for a Flare Blitz, if he went for Overheat, if he went for whatever, I can live that, and it activates, puts me in a range where I can activate my Cossack Berry, and I'm specifically EV'd to live Choice Banded. Flare Blitz does a max roll of 99.6% or something like that. That's what I pretty much EV'd for. But it was a relatively safe play. He could have taunted me, he could encore me right now, but I want to see if he has those things, because that gives me viable information to know if his Infernape has Mach Punch or not, which is important for my Trick Room turn. So if he has taunt, if he has encore, I want to see it right now. And it also, he's kind of also playing around the fact, now I kind of expect him to go Fire move, because unless I have a Savali something that takes on Infernape, like the Savali Water, he cannot, or he can just have a free like Flare Blitz or whatever, as even if I am thick fat and Snorlax, I would never go hard Snorlax here. So anyways, he goes out into his Heracross, predicting one of my two fat Infernape checks being Mew or Cofagrigus, but I just go for the explosion, and I had no reason not to, as yes, if Infernape did go for Flare Blitz, I could have went for something like a Seismic Toss or something like that, and then went for the explosion. That would have broke the Infernape's sash with the Seismic Toss and put me in Custom Berry range, but as a Trick Room team, I don't really care about getting absolute damage on things, as I just want to get up my Trick Room as fast as possible. So Cofagrigus, obviously the hard counter to Heracross, free Trick Room here, as He goes hard muck as expected. So here, I have a decision to make. I can go hard into my Snorlax. That's the play that I'm going to make, but I have a couple other potential plays. Number one potential play is go for Willow, but as you saw, he's Black Sludge. So if he's Black Sludge, then he's not Assault Vest. If he's not Assault Vest, then he's Curse Muck. Another thing to keep in mind. So I mean, I definitely can go for Willow here, as no matter what he does, he can't knock me out. I go for Willow. He's status. He could go for Rest, but he has to either get correct Sleep Turn Talk, or if he has Sleep Talk, he has to get the correct Sleep Turn Talks, and I have two banded normal monsters that can break the muck. So the other play was to go hard out into my Snorlax, as that's the play I decided to make, because one, I'm immunity, so he can't toxic, or he can't poison me. That's just something to keep in mind. Two, even with my choice band gone, I can still easily 2-hit KO everything, because he doesn't have things like Uxie or Shaman, or Toxapex. If he did have those mons, I wouldn't go hard into Snorlax, but because Snorlax can pretty much get a kill on every single one, Snorlax still can one-shot every single mon on his team, bar this muck in front of me, because he's got like a HO team versus me, which makes a lot of sense, because I have a bulky offense team, and HO just thrives versus that. But yeah, I brought Trick Room, which I kind of expected him to bring HO versus me, because he couldn't bring a fat team versus like all my breakers. So anyways, he knocks off my choice band. I have no reason not to click return, as return can 2-hit KO the muck or just get a kill. So he sacks off his Heracross, good play. Now he goes out into his Gardevoir. So this tells me that his Infernape does not have Mach Punch, as Mach Punch is in range to kill me. And two, this tells me logically that he has Protect, but I did some calcs, and a max HP Gardevoir, which definitely is a possibility because Gardevoir is like really fat, but max HP Gardevoir can live one return. But as you see, I'm also packing the Double Edge. So Double Edge is actually a guaranteed OHKO if he's max HP, so that's really good for me. And if he's not, like, even if he was some like weird like max HP, max defense Gardevoir that somehow lived this, I can probably just 2-hit KO it and he can't kill me or whatever. But anyways, I just go for the Double Edge, get the kill. He goes for a Double Protect, which I think is a 33% chance to get. So he was just, I mean, he didn't necessarily need his Gardevoir for anything in particular. I don't know his full move set. He didn't tell me post-match, but I had 2 turns of Trick Room left, and because of that, I was pretty much quote-unquote guaranteed a kill, unless he got the Double Protect. But anyways, I get a kill with Snorlax, and he goes out into Dugtrio. Dugtrio can do, if he's Choice Banded, obviously he kills me, but if he's Focus Sash, or if he's Life Orb, he can kill me. If he's Choice Band, he can kill me. But a non-boosting item, Dugtrio, cannot kill me unless I, yeah, he can't kill me. So he goes for Earthquake, and he shows that he's not Life Orb, so logically he's Choice Band. He could have been Earth Plate, but that's just really weird, as Choice Band was like 99.999% the probable bring, because he has Aerial Ace to trap my Mega Heracross. So yeah, that's a thing. And he wasn't Expert Belt, yeah. So anyways, I just go out in the Thundurus, as I have attack investment in the Thundurus, but I'm not absolute max attack. So in order to kill something like the Infernape, I mean, in order for me to get a kill, quote unquote, I need to at least get up 1 bulk up, as he goes hard out into his Infernape. So that's really good for me, because I set up 1 bulk up, and I don't know how bulky this Infernape is. Even if he didn't have any bulk, I still couldn't have one-shotted him, and I'm actually Z-move Thundurus with normal return. I'm mono, return, bulk up, rest, sleep talk, Thundurus, the god set, as he goes for a fake out. I'm not sure why he had fake out on his Infernape. I never really considered why he had that, but that's pretty cool. But he goes for a fake out, and I obviously outspeed because I'm a Thundurus, and Thundurus is faster than Infernape. And I kill him with the Z move. So I'm up right now 4-3. I have the advantage. I'm in a really good position to win. And he shows right here that he's Choice Scarf because he outspeeds my Thunders. And so obviously he doesn't take Life Orb damage because he's Choice Scarf. So now I just go out with my Mew. I don't have a Dragon Resist, but Mew's my Dragon Resist. And I have a free Sword Stance because 2 Dracos cannot kill me. And yeah, I could also just set up a Sword Stance for free, unless he crit me with a Draco or whatever. But yeah, he goes Hard Dug Trio, just trying to get some good damage off on me, and I just go for a return and obviously get a kill on the Dug Trio. So now he's going to go back out in Latios, and he actually goes for a Trick. So what this play covered is he doesn't know what my Silvally is yet. I could have been Silvally, Fairy, as Silvally Fairy could have checked the Latios, just in case, because I don't have Dragon Immunity, because I traded away my Gardevoir. So he went for the Trick for a couple reasons. One, banking on the Mew to choke, for me to randomly go for a non-attacking move, as yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, so right now because I'm up 3-2, he's just, his only way, how I see it, for him to win is just bank off a choke, as anyways, that's how I see it for right now. But he tricks me his Choice Scarf, and because I'm like really bulky Mew, I'm not going to be able to outspeed him even after a Choice Scarf, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I could have never predicted my Mew to get Trick Scarfed, to also EV my Mew to outspeed the Latios after the Trick, but he just kills me with another Draco here, and he's in range of dying to Stealth Rocks, so that's something to keep in mind. So here, I'm obviously not going to go out into Cofagrigus to set up a Trick Room, because my Silvally, even though I'm minus Speed Nature, Muck is like super godly slow, and plus it has Curse that lowers its speed, so I'm never going to set up Trick Room again, because Latios is about to die, and I just win right now with Silvally if I play it right. But he goes for a Draco right here. I can obviously live that because I'm max HP, because it's a Trick Room team, and I go for Double Edge. And I choke, simply because, with my play to make there, I saw that Muck went for a knockoff versus my Snorlax, and I saw that he didn't have any attack investment. Or, I mean, he could have had like 4 EVs or some random stuff like that, but he had no attack Muck investment on Muck, and Silvally can live any one hit from Muck. I can live a knockoff, I can live a Gunk Shot. Don't ask me why I clicked Double Edge. I have no reason. Or I really don't know why I clicked Double Edge. I feel like 99 out of 100 times I would have clicked Return, but I don't know. I had a stroke. I don't know, just not really thinking. But so basically, I'm at, what am I at? I'm at 51%. So Gunk Shot cannot kill me. A knockoff cannot kill me. Now, in theory, he could go for a Gunk Shot and he could poison me. And even, what is that, what is that? That's not 6%, that's 12%. Yeah, so a Gunk Shot plus poison would have probably killed my, probably would have killed my Silvally. But anyways, my play to make here is if I went for a return, I kill the Latios, and I 2 KO the stupid Muck, and I can live any one hit, and I could also even live a, I don't know if I could live a Knock plus poison, but anyways, yeah, I go for Double Edge, and what that means is that, well, if he's max HP Muck, it's like a, I don't know, 50%. I don't remember the roll, but it's like a 50%. It's a roll. It's like a 50% chance to roll right here to kill Double Edge onto Muck. But he tells me after the match that his Muck is actually EV'd a lot in defense. And that being said, I actually can't. The EVs that he told me pretty much means that I can't kill him with Double Edge. So if I had clicked return on the Latios, killing the Latios, even if he went for a curse, I can 2 KO the Muck. I know that he's Black Sludge Curse, as I already saw that prior in the match. And I kill him. And I go for a crit. Well, I didn't go for a crit, but obviously I was locked in, and that was my play. But I actually had a couple different plays. What I could have done was go out into my Cofagrigus, but that would have been pretty much a coin flip game if I would have went Cofagrigus, as what I would have had to do was I would have had to burn the Muck, and I would have had to go back out into Silvally eventually on the turn that he went for Curse, but you know, that would have been purely a guessing game or whatever. But anyways, I crit him. That sucks. Crit mattered. And I win because I'm bad and lucky. But if I had just clicked return, it was a guaranteed kill unless he got the Gunk Shot poison if he had Gunk Shot. He also showed me post-match that he didn't have Gunk Shot. He was mono knockoff. So I choked and I got rewarded, and that really sucks. But at least it's not a playoff match, and I would have felt like super bad. So obviously I feel bad that I got the crit right there, because obviously that mattered. If I click return though, I felt more bad that I more or less choked, because how I kind of see this is like we kind of like both lost this match, because in the sense of like he had a bank on me choking, but then I choked. So, but I mean, anyways, the game's over. Shit game. It was actually a really fun game for like 99% of the time. And anyways, yeah, that's Pokemon. And next week we face Rizzy Powell. So that's gonna be a fun match. Rizzy Powell is kind of like in a position where he's very similar to Trev, where he's like in a must-win position, borderline relegation. So hopefully we can catch Riz and get a win, because Riz going to relegation is kind of funny to me. But enough of that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this match, bar the stupid hacks. And until next time, I'm signing out. Peace.